Mr. Joseph Amate is a product of University of Cape Coast. He is married with a daughter. He works with the tourism industry for over 10 years now. He is also a member of the planning committee of the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture. And at the same time, he works with Ghana Tourism Authority. He was part of the people who organized Emancipation Day 2016, Home Carnival, Homa Fest, and other programs. So without wasting my time, I'd like to call upon Mr. Joseph Amate. Please let's clap for Mr. Amate as he comes on.
Hello. 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 I am noticing something that our minds are not here. Other colleagues out there are concentrating on different things altogether. I'll be very much happy and grateful if we all give attention to the high table, because we are here for a purpose and the purpose needs to be achieved. Thank you very much. I have been introduced, but I would also like to take this very singular opportunity to introduce my boss. He is a board member of Tourism Society of Ghana. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Fairfax Travel and Tour. He has been outside the country to so many countries to say. Today, he said no. He wouldn't only permit Mr. Amate to be here. He being my boss as a board member of Tourism Society of Ghana and the Chief Executive Officer of Fairfax Travel and Tour. Shall we please, with one of applause, welcome Mr. Stephen. Mr. Stephen, can you please give us a wave? So we have Mr. Stephen in the house. Thank you very much, Mr. Stephen. We are very privileged and proud to be part of this very program, AU Day. Yesterday we had another segment in Accra. We were in about 3 schools to really make sure that the AU celebration saw the light. Today when we come to Ghana, we are one of the brains that is behind African wear during AU celebrations. African wear. Ghanaians are blessed with a whole lot of stuff. I always say that even without anything at all, for who we are as Ghanaians, for who we are as Africans, that is a plus. And I always feel proud to be a Ghanaian and an African as well. Africa, we are one. We are one because we have a whole lot of things in common. When you look at our costume, our language, our food, our festivals, our dressings, everything could tell that Africa is one. And until we become together, Africa will never see progress. I always feel happy when I'm asked, Amate, who are you? I tell them I'm an African. I'm an African because we have one identity, irrespective of where you are coming from. The same thing when you ask me, Amate, which tribe are you? I tell them I am a Ghanaian. I don't believe in tribalism. I am a Ghanaian. Amate is a Ghanaian. Amate is not a Fanti, a Krobo, a Ghana, an Hausa, what have you. Amate is a Ghanaian. A Ghanaians we are one. Shall we clap for ourselves for being an African? Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 10 years, Tourism Society of Ghana, we have taken upon ourselves to change the mindset of Ghanaians, because we have realized that the good things we are holding are being taken away unaware. We always make the much noise that Ghana is an act of slavery, but mentally we are highly enslaved. We are slaves mentally. I always say. Why am I saying this? Today you go to churches, you see a Ghanaian wearing any other cloth apart from what can really make you be identified as a Ghanaian. Some go to the extent of even wearing night gowns to church. Fashion. The Western culture They have every season for every costume. When you see them putting on a suit, they have a season for the suit. They have a season for any other costume. But we as an African, we pick any dress, wear it anyhow. My dear ones, today is a great opportunity to educate my younger ones that if you don't know what to put on at all for a function, put on your African wear. Put on your African wear. What is so beautiful when you see dreadlocks? You twist your natural hair than to go for artificial wig. Sometimes I see my colleague Africans, the ladies, putting on colors on their hair, yellow, green, blue, red. Africa, we are blessed. Africa, let's value what we have. Ghanaians, we have a lot. Now, Tourism Society of Ghana basically currently, as I said, we are into formation of tourism clubs within schools across the country with the concept of promoting domestic tourism from the grassroots. When I talk of domestic tourism promotion, what am I talking about? Our cultural heritage. We talk about our language, our food, our dresses, our festivals. These are the things that really make us Ghanaians. Many people travel all the way to Africa and Ghana precisely because of our rich culture, because of what we have as Ghanaians. This whole continent, one of the festivals that really attracts crowd more from Brazil. After Brazil, you are coming to Africa. Africa, you are coming to Ghana. Ghana, you are going to Teshi. Shall we clap ourselves? The Homowo Festival. Today, what do we see when it is time for festivals? Ghanaian youth are being taken out by their religious leaders. You have to go for camp meeting. You shouldn't see the festival. It is so fetish. The food that we enjoy today is being taken away. Taking Western food. You visit somebody who is an Ebe. For the person to prepare you a plan, their topology or shito and abobitaji, the person run away from that and get to something else. What is so nutritious than what you have? The nutrient you have in it is more than any other thing. You visit a gunman, a woman who's supposed to prepare you kenke and shito, runs away and prepare you something else. You go to the Ashanti region, get some fufu and light soup. They run away and get you something else. Let's go back and pick what we have. Let's go back and own what we have. That is what we can boast of. Now, one basic thing that we have realized is that if we cannot probably go back and pick what we have from the elderly, then we have to target the youth. Because when a tree is already grown, straightening it becomes a problem or challenging. So therefore, when the children or youth are educated, we can see the future. We can see the light. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk of this tourism club, we are only making noise in Accra. And I feel sad. I feel very, very sad. As the National President of Tourism Society of Ghana, today I am in this district. I think it is Esojomai. And we don't have even one school having a club here. The schools representing here, I am going to give you this with permission from my boss, Mr. Stephen. We are going to register you free of charge to have a tourism club in your school. If no other person sponsors that, my boss will sponsor. Shall we clap for him? We're going to have a tourism club in your schools. Make sure that we teach you these values. We teach you these proud things that Ghana owns. Our cultural heritage. Once again, let me end my statement by educating you guys on what we call manners. Manners. And when we talk of manners, my youth, we have a lot of manners, but I'm going to limit myself to traveling manners because we are talking about culture here. We are talking about tourism. Gone were the days tourism used to be only tourism. But today, when you come to the tourism sector, it is three things combined. We have the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Tourism is a third sector currency that creates or contributes so much to Ghana GDP. And it's not about investing so much into it, but you can create the wealth by the talent you have. Basically, let me come to creative arts. Those in the classroom, right from class 1, class 2, you are doing creativity. You are doing nice paintings, nice drawings. Some of you here are very good using beads for your sandals, beads for bags, beads for any other things. This alone is money. Batik tie and dye. This alone is money. And when batik material is done and you put on as an African, it looks so beautiful. Let me come to the tourism. Tourism involves the activities of traveling from one place to another. I'm so sad. Ghanaians and youth, we don't know what we have. Even our own country, we don't know, including me. Some were born in Esojomai. They have lived in Esojomai. They are doing everything here. Sorry to say, they may die here. We have to know our country. My senior sister, born in Accra, lived in Accra. She died in Accra last 2 years. And I was so pity. Let's move around. Let's travel. One thing that prevents us from traveling is the economy. We don't have money. Do you know why we don't have money? Because we don't plan for our traveling. But when it is planned for, you can meet it. It really contributes a lot in our daily lives, the traveling. We have 3 reasons why one travel. My students, I guess you are listening. We travel for 3 main purposes. 1, we travel for education. 2, we travel for leisure. Or 3, we travel for business. So you could tell that you don't just travel, but you travel for a purpose. What do we see today? Whenever your teachers announce to you there is going to be an excursion, you call it. We describe it educational trip. You can hear all of you making noise. Yay! We are going here. So as soon as you get to Mom, I need money for my food. I need money for my new dress. Forgetting that where you are going, what are you going to learn? Forgetting your notepads, your pens to get an information. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about time we learn and know what we have as Ghanaians. To come to the traveling manners, let me just give you these manners, my youth, and to some of us who might have forgotten. Many a times, Ghana will laugh a lot when we come to traveling manners because of our time. Ghanaians, we can change the mindset. We can change the way we live. We can change the way we do our things. Traveling manners. You know you want to travel or you have planned traveling. Sometimes there is this thing we are used to. Ghana time, Ghana time, Ghana time. Ladies and gentlemen, my youth, Ghana time, we really have to look at it. We really have to look at it. We really have to look at it. And with the traveling manners, you look at your time, when to set up, what to do. And more especially the youth, when you are in a commercial vehicle, you need to comport yourselves. You really need to comport yourselves. So many things are happening in commercial vehicles, which is creating problems and really causing an inconvenience to others. Ladies and gentlemen, with this thing that we are doing, the youth, Ghana Tourism Society of Ghana has now collaborated with the Ghana Police Service to give you security, more especially the DOSO department. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for your audience. God bless us. Long live this group, long live Ghana, long live AU, and long live the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amati. But for some way, the event say you be break. Yatena siache. Eti you be nante kakra. Na King David House nso be boy nyom. Amra ye nante a ye chache ho kakra na. Yakoba. Ye were comedian who ha say Black Moses. Ena ye keynote speaker after break no. Dr. Ahmed Malana about the address the diaspora no about citizenship. Into the ye co break ye ba ye jimede na kan beto aso.
Go down low. Money there, I'm willing to blow all my dough.